Bomber Cyberpunk is a game that is almost a year old, and man, did it catch the attention of me and my friend when the teasers and trailers started coming out. I'm going to say this now. My knowledge of Jet Set Radio only goes as far as the memory of my older brother plopping a controller on my hand and letting me do a few tricks. So, in terms of the successor, many other videos will explain it better because I'm only here to talk about a game that I personally find funky in a very good way. Art style of BRC is so pleasing. The cel shaded 2000s art style just tickles all the G spots in my brain. If you think that's dirty, let's talk about the OST that really pulls you by the hair and just
I wanna know your name, wanna know everything about you, girl. Wanna know your name.
the OST in the game is pretty good and carries that 2000s Sega feel. Some of Jet Set Radio's soundtracks that listen, and man, the inspiration is definitely there. My favorite tracks are I Wanna Know, Condensed Milk, and You Can Say Hi. These songs are always a pleasure to listen to when skating, cycling, but the only complaint I have is the lack of tracks per zone. Each area has about 2 to 3 tracks excluding the unlockables, and sometimes to hear songs cycle over and over again can be very annoying. I know you can unlock songs by exploring, but I feel like adding some sort of shuffle could alleviate the repetitive nature of certain tracks, especially since you have to keep grinding rep to continue through the story. Aside from that complaint, I feel like the OST is really good and does the game heavy justice. Gameplay is akin to other Jet Set Radio games. You do tricks to add to your score, do some graffiti, and look badass while doing it. The movement in this game is very addicting. Even after completing the story mode, there's still an incentive to just skate around and mark all the graffiti spots you found around every area. World/map design for this game is just brilliant. Even if there's a rail on ceilings, weird loop-de-loops, and a coincidental skate ramps and malls, it still feels like this is a world where things like that are normal. All in all, the base game is a fun experience, and I recommend if you're looking to try something new or looking for a retro-inspired 2000s game to add to your library. But that's so much to say about the base game. The mods available to this game take it to the next level. Stages, music, characters, a completely different style, movesets. The modding community for this game is insane. All these mods enhance the game incredibly. From adding a shuffle to simple quality of life improvements, it helps the game get rid of small issues that might annoy some players. Hell, there's even multiplayer. Some modded in characters like Sonic, Captain Falcon, and Sora are modded skins in the game. Some are grabbed from their respective games, but other are models done up with the cel-shaded Bomber Cyberpunk art style. They even modded Gojo in here, and it's especially funny when you put him skating in the added Shibuya map mod.
Oh my god! Nomura Standard, where's Gojo?
BRC is a pretty good game, and I'd say it's worth the $40 price tag. This game is on sale a decent amount of time on Steam, and if you don't feel like spending the full price, I'd say wait for its sale. I heavily recommend getting this game on Steam just for the mods. I'm telling you, they elevate this game tremendously. I said a lot of good things about this game, but I feel like in order to say a lot of good stuff about a game, you also gotta criticize it just a little bit, and that's kind of what I'm gonna do right now in this little criticism section. This is off script, so this is more list of things Ludo doesn't like about Bomb Rush that he hopes that if they do make a sequel or if the developers make a different game, they don't carry over with their next game. The music is really good and I really do enjoy the music, but I feel like adding some shuffle is integral to an OST, especially when a game like this, all the characters have phones, technology is heavily within the story. I feel like just adding a little shuffle thing should I feel like it should just be there, you know? It's because when you hear the same songs over and over again, especially when you know they become in a set list, like it's really just like A to B song, and then it goes there. I know you can unlock more. I know there's a mod that gives you shuffle, but I feel like you should still, incorporate that. I feel like that's something somebody else should have to add. That should be something in the game. That's a little nitpick of mine. Sometimes you can just be lost. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this feels sometimes the game just throws you in somewhere and you don't really know what to do. Yeah, it's just I feel like there should be a little bit more direction, not hand holding. Not everything has to be told to you as the gamer. Again, you could always assume that the person playing your game, the consumer, is smart, and that's what games should strive for. For example, games like Hollow Knight and such, they just throw you in and you kind of just already know what to do. Like, you jump, you slash. In this game, you skate, you do tricks, and you get rep from doing graffiti in order to continue to the story and get rep. And the amount of goodies that you could find in this game is really good too, but this is more so criticism, so we're gonna get that later when I say more things I like about the game. But yeah, I feel like sometimes I've been lost for a little too long. I'm like, what the hell do I do? And then I just end up doing it. But I feel like it wasn't really that long, but I feel like since the song kept repeating, I feel like I was going insane for a bit. When you keep hearing Condensed Milk, for example, I like that song a lot in like short bursts, but man, when you're just keep hearing the same song over and over again. It just drives you crazy. It really grinds my gears. What the fuck? Anyways, it's just no. The story is it's just a story. Like it's just something there. For real, you're playing the game to do cool tricks and see cool characters do cool shit. The story isn't really that great in my opinion. It wasn't very something that kept me gripped. It took me a while to beat the story. I kind of got to the last chapter, downloaded the mods, and just free roam and did whatever I want. The maps are good though. Like I feel like the maps are so good that it justifies going through the story and pretend to be interested in something. But me personally, I wasn't interested. If you're interested, that's good. I'm not saying that it's objectively bad in my opinion. It's fact, because it's not. I'm mostly going off of memory of the story here, but it took me a while to complete the story. Didn't really feel like it was anything worth my time to finish. At some point, I just went to the mods, and the mods just elevate the game a lot. Like I'm telling you, mods are great. That's mostly the complaints I have about it. I don't know if they do intend to make a Bomb Rush 2. I haven't done any research on that, but I feel like this game is great, and if they want to expand on that, then they should. Would a Bomb Rush 2 be good? I think so personally, yeah. Maybe work on the movement, get some more styles out there. You know, we have skateboarding, skating, the ring moveset. There's some other tricks in there you can put in. I don't know if it's a unicycle. I'm just throwing shit out there, but you know, I feel like a little bit. The developers aren't lazy. They're creative. They can do stuff, and I believe that they can do it. I know over 2 months ago I teased a multiverses video and it just never came out. I'm here to explain that. I told my friends, but didn't really tell you guys. Number one, it got corrupted. I put that in the community tab. Number two, YouTube wouldn't let me upload it because some clips that I added just weren't blocked everywhere. So I decided to scrap it. In terms of what I got coming up next, I don't want to make false promises anymore. That's not what I want to do. I want to say things and get to it. I've also been working on a different thing while trying to make content, and it just wasn't working out. But I decided to just cancel that whole other thing I was working on that wasn't for YouTube and started working on just content, because that's what makes me happy. And I feel like I'm letting myself and other people down when I say I want to do something. I just don't end up doing it, and that's not me. When I dropped that video essay for Zelda, it really made me happy, and I felt really good, and I wanted to keep doing that. But then I just stopped, and I don't know why. But to say things, I really want to get like uploading at least once a week, once every 2 weeks. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And so that's what I'm gonna try to do. In terms of big projects coming up, I do want to keep that vague, but I feel like I have to give you guys something just because it took so long for me to just drop a video, period. Even if it's just a short, low effort video like this. I wouldn't say it's low effort. I put a decent amount of effort, but like, you know, not as intense as a video essay would require when you have to research, play a game, watch cutscenes for hours on end, analyze, you know, do all that stuff. So I'm sorry, you know, genuine apology for me. I really wish I could be more consistent and just stop being lazy and just put myself onto content creation, which is what I've always wanted to do. And even if I don't have an audience now, doesn't mean that I'll have one later that will be disappointed by my lack of updates or lack of videos. I do have a video essay coming up. It's just gonna keep it vague for now, but I feel like once you see it, you're gonna really appreciate it. I haven't started working on it yet, but I just want to wait until like I'm out of vacation and I'm just settled in, because it's gonna be decently long. I feel like it might just be longer than the Zelda video essay. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. Again, haven't worked on it. I can't really give specifics, but I am working on a video essay. Probably gonna be coming out in September. Most likely. I'm not confirming anything. I don't want to make any false promises, but I do feel like I want it to come out in September. That's what I want to do. But for now, I want to make short, fun little content, just fun little videos of things that I like, and just yap for long times. I don't even want to make a script anymore. I feel like being scripted is so limiting to me, and that's when I want to be professional. You know, if I want to make a script, do that for the video essays. But when I just want to yap to the audience and just give my opinion on anything, like Bomb Rush, I can do that because that feels free and it's fun, and I can do whatever I want. I can be so it doesn't feel like I'm reading from a script and I sound bored like I did in the Zelda video, which I understand I did sound a bit bored, but this is fun. I like doing it. I'm gonna create more content, and I'm hoping I can drop 2 videos this week. But if not, I'm gonna schedule the video for in 2 weeks. The next video, it's gonna be a little random surprise, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thanks. Please subscribe, please like, and tell me in the comments if you like this new approach I'm doing. So yeah, BRC is pretty funky.